So, in a continuing effort of the man trying to bring me down, I thought that my save file got corrupted somehow. Because when I loaded in, when I picked the save file, it showed all this information. You know, it showed 53 resin, tons of pistol ammo, tons of SMG ammo, and my healing items in my pockets. But when I actually spawned in here, I discovered that I had no upgrades for my guns, and I only had like 100 resin. So they gave me the default starting gear for this level, even though I was selecting from my save file and not from like a new game. It was trying to give me the default items that you would get if you just started the chapter as like a new game, and you started playing from this point. And I was not very happy about that because I was this close. I was this close. You see that little white in there? That's how close I was to pulling up the console command and giving myself all the I can't speak, all the weapon upgrades. So that's how close I was. I was about to cheat in my weapon upgrades. Even though that would like turn off achievements, I don't really care about that. Although it would suck to lose all my resin that I collected, because that was kind of half the fun of the developer commentary and the resin stuff. See, I thought so. I thought we would have some resin here. Sounds very close by. Like in here, obviously. It's probably hidden amongst the rubble. If I had to take a guess. Alright, look, here's what I'm gonna try. This is my last thing here. Okay. What the heck is that? Is that like an enemy trying to come close to me? Okay. I'm thinking it might be behind that little pillar. So what if I physically walk towards this? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna smack my monitor or something. Right? Nothing? Like I'm physically walking forward in the real world to get over here, and the game does not like that, like in the slightest. It is. Oh, I can feel my monitor. Okay. I'm just gonna walk back. There we go. Okay, that's how far it was. All right, we're just gonna forget about that. How about that? Everybody's happy with that. It is funny, like, how much they actually let you get away with. You know what? Maybe it's in this room. Like, there's a piece of resin right there.
You know, Russ, I'm sorry I didn't get you any vodka back there.
That's okay. Well, you could pick up some on the way back.
It could be over here, right? Because this is like the other side of where we were. Maybe? Physically stepping forward again. Okay. I think I need to get like more over here. Okay, there we go. I got it completely like turned around. That's too funny. There should be a good amount of resin in here. We do have a thing. No, I only need to upload. I only need to update. I only need to get one more gun upgrade. I will have them all. Is it legit? Not really. I like to think that the mod has given me some extra challenge to find this kind of stuff. I hope the developer commentary is on. I didn't really expect it to it not work. Because it did everything else loaded in, so I don't know why it wouldn't. Alright, so what's the last thing I need? Is it the shotgun thing? No. Is it the pistol thing? Oh yeah, it is the burst fire. The fire that the kind I never use. So if you think about it, maybe I should use... Oh. Ew. Why is that still here? Get away. You're from last chapter. I don't want anything to do with you ever again.
Well, Russ, it's official. There is nothing left of your gun in this gun. This is my gun.
Alright, fair enough. You earned it. I still want those Russells back, though.
So... There we go. Okay, you can tell by that little light there what firing mode it is. It's either one fire or three burst. I don't know. I mean, I have so much pistol ammo. Maybe the 3 burst fire would actually be good. Oh, I hear some.
Oh no, it's dead.
That's an antlion, Russell.
That's an Antlion?
Yes. So you do know what antlions are.
Yes, they're leggies.
Good. Oh yeah, I forgot they were like at a zoo, which is appropriate because... Oh. This is where we actually see the antlions. You know what? I don't think we ever get to use these portable my mouth is so dry. These portable turrets. Yes. Oh. Let's see here. So, the 3 burst fire would be really good if I was on normal or easy mode, because those guys would only take 3 shots until they're dead. Aha! There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. But because these guys take 4 shots, it's like the burst fire doesn't really help me too much there. Oh, hi. Do I? I don't have a grenade on this thing. And I don't see a grenade anywhere I could use, so... Excuse me, buddy. Could you help me find where I'm looking for? Thanks. Employees these days, they just don't want to help you. What the heck? It's like here. Oh wait, what the heck is that? That's a blue one? You know what? I don't think I ever noticed that. Because it was just kind of stuck inside that little monstrosity, which is apparently like one of my favorite words. Uh-huh. Are there any others hiding in here? No? Just that one? Oh! Thank you very much, my friend. Just hanging out in the, watering hole, I see? Alright, very good. Oh, there we go. There's the first developer commentary. Okay. I was worried. I was slightly worried there for a second, but not too much. Antlion combat. Well, I guess I better pick this up now because I'm not going to be able to get it once I drop down here.
In some of our early experiments bringing Half-Life 2 enemies to VR, we found that Antlions in particular showed promise and were interesting to fight, but tended to quickly overwhelm playtesters. They were able to get into the player's physical space too quickly, and applied so much pressure that players just ended up endlessly teleporting around trying to get away. Around the same time, we were discovering that all players, even relative novices, have surprisingly good aim in VR. The variability of aiming ability amongst players is simply much lower in VR than it is in mouse and keyboard games. To take advantage of the idea that players would consistently be able to make precise shots, we started testing an antlion design which players could slow down by shooting off the legs. Playtesters reacted positively to both the need for accuracy and the organic feeling that this gave the antlions when their legs flew off and the injured antlion continued to limp toward them. The removal of the legs was clear to players, but presenting the fact that the abdomen was invulnerable until the legs were removed was a long-standing challenge. There was no single solution to communicating this effectively to playtesters, but rather a series of small additions that communicated the behavior. For example, we made the abdomen dull and black when invulnerable, and changed it to match the bright orange legs as it became vulnerable. Shooting armored parts of the antlion would generate sparks and hard ricochet sounds, while shooting the vulnerable body parts resulted in orange blood spurts and soft impact sounds. We also designed the death animations to emphasize the abdomen exploding, and ensured that an exploded abdomen chunk was left behind after the antlion was dead.
So guess what I just found out? These guys' legs actually take 3 shots instead of 1 in hard mode. I didn't know that. I had absolutely no idea that was a thing. So instead of me just doing bang, bang, and shooting their abdomen, it's gonna be a lot harder. And in fact, ironically, just as I was saying bad stuff about the 3 burst, turns out my 3 burst fire might actually be pretty good against these guys. If their legs are gonna take 3 shots to take down on hard mode, then you know, why not use that, right? Yeah, it actually works out really well after I just got it, you know. Yeah, who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that the heck? Oh. Who would have guessed that the antlions' legs actually take 3 shots instead of 1 on hard mode? Not me. I had absolutely no idea that was a thing, so cool. I guess we'll get a little bit of extra challenge. But you know, then again, it's like, you know, I'm running faster, so they're not going to be that much of a threat to me. Like, look, I don't even need to do this. So they didn't even hit me once. Yeah, okay. Carry on. Oh, hold on. Oh, geez, not you guys. There we go. That worked out pretty well. A lot of people don't remember that you can actually blow up these guys' tanks once they're already dead. But yes, you want to give this to me? Thank you. What is this? Green Anole. It's not a real creature. Don't lie to me. Look, I'm an exhibit. Okay, how many people have actually done that? I'm sure probably a lot of them have, right? Ooh, the tarantula. Can I get in here? Ooh, thank you. Man, they're probably hiding all the way back there. It's not a big deal. Yeah, that's what tarantulas actually do to people. This isn't just like a post-apocalyptic thing. That's what they actually do to people. Oh, snake? I'm sad that we don't get to see any, like, snakes or anything. Or like, any other animals. Where's that beeping come from? Okay. Let me duck down here a little bit. Oh, hey. Why wouldn't it let me just squeeze on through?
News on the data pod?
Your dad's head's down. He's working on it. He's got to be close.
Great.
Oh, is this where I need to go? Hold on. Oh yeah, I guess that is where I need to go, considering the fact that there's nothing else here. Like, I can't go this way. Unless... Aha! That's always fun to do, just kind of step forward and grab an ammo from like another part. Was there? There's like nothing up here, right? No, it's not. My sensor's not picking up anything. It is picking up something over here, but I'm thinking it might be on the other side of the wall because it's very faint. Oh. Well, this is not something I want to deal with without a grenade. Like, I don't want to sit here and be shooting these people. However, I will take this cool mask. Wow. This is just so much fun. Oh, please tell me that there's like a grenade in here or something. No, only mannequin. Oh, there is. Nice. Now, which one would be the best one to present my present here? I guess maybe that one right there. So let's if I give this guy a grenade, he should take out everybody around him. Maybe not that guy over there, but he should take out most everybody here, so... Nice. Oh, he even took that guy out over there! Oh, that is way too generous. It is way too generous. Thank you. Thank you, Valve. I appreciate it. I was just about to ask, was there any, like, resin in the creepy mannequin room? Turns out there was. Oh, there's one over here that didn't get blown up. That's okay. I'll use my newfangled 3-burst. Okay. Alright. Looks good. Oh, this is probably what we were hearing earlier. It was probably this guy. Again, the resin on the other side of the wall trick always gets me. Because it always picks me out. Ooh. I know this was here. Alright, we're still good. We're still good. I'm gonna guess that those aren't actual animal noises and they're just like put through a projector or something. Any weak points? No. That's odd. It's like a jungle in here or something. Oh. Oh, thank you. Got that in the nick of time. And, let's hear about this so-called jungle.
All of the foliage in the game animates in response to player touch and environmental wind conditions. The foliage animation is entirely procedural and is computed on the graphics processor using vertex shader deformation. A voxel field that travels with the player's body is used to track the location of the player's hands in space. The hands effectively draw motion trails into this voxel field, which can be sampled by the foliage's vertex shader and used to drive deformations, allowing the player to bat the foliage around with their hands. The foliage also interacts with wind, allowing us to give ambient motion to the plants. In order to accommodate a range of environmental design, we tuned the wind deformations at different speeds, from slight drafts to hurricane force winds. It turned out, though, that the ambient wind was never required to be more than a moderate breeze, and for most of development, the hurricane effect was unused. This particular zoo habitat was added late in development and required a critical extension to the procedural foliage animation system. Prior to adding this habitat, the foliage didn't need to deform in response to enemy animation or grenade explosions, but of course, this area is all about throwing grenades at zombies. To address this, we added a low-resolution voxel field that could be sampled by the foliage shader to apply additional deformations. This low-resolution voxel field, which is about 1 cubic foot per voxel, is fixed in space and spans the entire habitat. For comparison, the voxel field that travels with the player is about 2 cubic inches per voxel. Enemies and grenades within this space can write motion trails and impacts into the low-resolution voxel field, which are ultimately interpreted by the foliage shader as wind forces. This is when preparation met opportunity. When grenades explode, they are creating localized hurricane force winds.
Oh, cool. I didn't understand much of what she just said, all that mumbo-jumbo. But I did understand that these grenades... Oh, geez, that's like way too far. Huh, still worked, though. I didn't understand most of that technical mumbo-jumbo. But I did understand... Oh, hi. I'll just kill you outright. Okay, sorry. I did understand that, like, every time a grenade explodes, it creates a hurricane-style wind effect, which is pretty cool, honestly. Why am I still looking for resin? Can somebody explain that to me? Why am I still looking for resin? All my guns are fully upgraded. Oh, look, it's a combine with a giraffe. Are these like real children drawings? Because if so, that would be really... I don't think I've ever gotten an answer to that. I don't know if these are actual like real children drawings. Because how would you explain this then? It's busted. I just saw this. I don't know. Maybe it was like Valve's bring your child to work day. Oh, I hear something, but it's on the other side of the wall. I'm not gonna worry about it. Very nice.
Russ, do you think a head crab could turn a gorilla into a zombie?
Honestly, if there's a gorilla on the loose, I'm not sure a head crab's gonna make it much worse.
Good. I would love to see that. Wouldn't that be great if that was like foreshadowing something? Like a head crab actually turning a gorilla into like a zombie monster. That would be pretty awesome and also kind of terrifying. Alright, give me one more as I go down there. Better do it with my right hand. No. Jeez. I'm gonna take a step forward in real life to do that. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm good. It's hard to position yourself in real life when you're playing a game in VR, but oh, I'm surprised I didn't get hurt by that. It's hard to position yourself, but if you know like where you're standing and like if you can back yourself up into something, usually works out pretty well. There we go. Give me my flashlight, please. I paid good money for this. I'm just kidding. I didn't pay anything for this.
I got something. What is it?
Yeah. What is it, Dad?
It doesn't look like they actually built the weapon. It's like they, I don't know, discovered something. Or maybe they uncovered it.
What do you mean?
If I'm reading this right, they tracked it to an old apartment building in the QC. But instead of going in to get it, they grabbed the whole building and built a vault around it.
Holy crap. They must have been terrified of this thing.
I'm trying to figure out whether we ought to be.
Oh, we should be. We definitely should be. What? Here? Nothing in here. No? Oh, this is where we were earlier with the guys. You know, the guys. There for a second. That's really loud. That's what I like, because there's just two resin right there. There's a nice little present for you. Antlion sounds.
There were very few existing Antlion sounds to work with coming into Half-Life Alyx, so unlike most of the familiar Half-Life creatures, which often had legacy sounds layered in, nearly all of the sounds for the Antlions were completely new material. Starting with an almost blank canvas, we drew inspiration from the behavior of the Antlions to inform their sound design. Since the Antlions attack in waves, it seemed reasonable to us that they communicated and organized into groups for attack. This idea led us to incorporate complex insect-like clicking sounds, the final version of which began as recordings of European starlings, which turned out to provide more variation and character than insect recordings. Here you can hear the original European starling sounds. We took those recordings and layered them with designed elements to create the Antlion sounds used in the game.
Cool. Wouldn't have expected that. Anything good in here? No. Although I can hear some Combine people. Oh, here we go. We're I think maybe got some combat coming up here. Oh. Oh, jeez. Take care of them yet? Get that one. Get that one. Ah, can't do anything right, can you? Just had to turn around, didn't he? Did I kill him? Oh, no I didn't. Almost. Alright, where are you going? He just had to turn around, didn't he? It just kept killing the Antlions. Been perfectly fine, but no. Oh, nice! That was an insta kill. So if you get a good explosion on them, it does take them out. Look at that fancy backflip he did. Any more explosives around here? Oh, not that. Good. I feel like the fact that I'm fast is actually more of a power-up when dealing with these guys than you know, anything else that I have. I feel like it's a little bit cheating, because one of the strengths of these guys is that, like, I think they travel about the same speed as you, I think, so you can get around them, but it's pretty hard. But, you know, when I'm just zooming by... Oh, I could have blown this up, too. Ah. That would have been a good idea. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, though. Plus, not like you can take their tanks off or anything. I'd have to lure them into... I'd have to lure them over it. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. Like, am I supposed to go over there? Oh, that's locked. Let's try over here first. This definitely looks like where I'm supposed to go. Huh. How did I not see that?
Copy that. Echo Weather Sound on, reporting all suspects.
Oh, do I gotta hack this? Oh, how did I not see those? A grenade, very nice. So I can put this grenade right here. And keep that. How do you think? No. Oh, I do need to be. I do need healing, don't I? I did get shot after all. Wait, what am I doing? I can just do that. Why do I need to do that? I don't need to disarm them, I can just turn them off. Okay, this definitely looks like the way to go, so let's head back to the other room. A NIM Interactables? What the heck is that?
In traditional games, analog controls like levers, dials, and crank wheels usually play simple animations in response to a player's mouse click or key press. In VR, however, players with tracked hand controllers expect to be able to control analog interfaces by grabbing and moving them directly. To support this, we developed a new system that we call Anim Interactables. The opening mechanism of this health station is a good example of an Anim Interactable. To your left and right, you can see some more examples, such as a large railroad switch, the Vortigaunt's fire alarm doorbell, a crank wheel, a rolling cabinet door, and both the antenna and tuning dial on the radio. Anim Interactables like these allow us to give the player control of analog interfaces while constraining their input to an authored range of motion. The system uses the position and orientation of the player's hand to drive the animation of a model which defines the analog interface. As the player moves their tracked controller, the Anim Interactable continuously performs a search to determine if playing the animation forward or backward will place the interaction point closer to the tracked controller's position in space. This allows the player to drag the animation forward, backward, or hold it stationary. The result is an intuitive correspondence between the player's body and the virtual interface. Furthermore, these interactive animations don't necessarily have to make physical sense. Artists simply animate the range of motion they want the player to be able to control. These Anim Interactables have their debug visualizations turned on, so you can see the authored range of motion, including the nonlinear paths used on the railroad switch, the health station, and the crank wheel. Anim Interactables allowed us to make all kinds of objects in the world interactive, from mundane man-made devices to intricate combine mechanisms, without the need to run complex physical simulations. Feel free to play around with the Anim Interactables in this area before moving on.
Oh, they actually stick around. Oh, that's so cool. Because normally, as we've seen, these type of things only stick around as the developer commentary is going on, and now they actually get to stay around. Kind of like reminds me of when we left the hotel, and we had that tutorial about the Combine soldier. It's kind of like walking around, and you can see all the vectors and the lines and everything, and the footprints. But it's like, oh, take a moment to look at this, and it went away as soon as the developer commentary was done. Excuse me, buddy. Are any of these guys alive? I don't think they are. Why would they be in cages? And most importantly, all these cages are actually just open. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what actually happened. Oh, come on. This little thing isn't going to stop them. Nothing? Okay. I can't shoot that. There we go. He was like inside the guy. Now hold on. What does this guy have? Okay. Very good. Alright, now we can move on. What the heck? Shouldn't be able to do this. What? Can I jump down safely? Okay, I can. I constantly hopping, I can get up. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, I'm not supposed to be up here. Okay. We're just not gonna talk about that. How about that? We all agreed to keep our mouths shut about that, right? Good. Bit scary. Bit scary. It kind of came for me pretty fast. Taking out one of those guys is pretty much like a full clip of ammo, really. Why was that booby trapped? I don't remember that happening. Oh well. Yeah, that explosion might cause it to like clip on the ground. It's not in this trash can. Oh well.
Prison.
What now? Wait, Dad, what?
It's not a vault. It's a prison. They didn't build it to keep us out. They're trying to keep something in.
Keep what in?
I don't know. I'm not sure if this data part even knows. But they got something trapped in there.
Okay. So if it's not a weapon, are we still doing this?
The way I see it, whatever's in there doesn't like Combine very much. So we got that in common.
True.
So, are we still doing this?
We've come this far. I say we keep going. And if you find out it's something we really shouldn't mess with, we'll call it off.
That's my girl. I'll let you know when I find out.
I think we got a pretty complicated toner puzzle coming up here. I kind of remember this being like a big one. Oh, that's 6 out of 6. Nothing? Something. Alright, well let's just go ahead and listen to this while we try and solve this.
Sometimes large chunks of a level are shifted around or reordered as we work on the game. That's the case for this entire area and the toner puzzle it's centered around. In fact, for much of its existence, this area didn't even have a home anywhere in the game. It was originally built just to help prototype the toner puzzle mechanic. Over the course of a few months, the raw gameplay mechanics of toner puzzles were developed and playtested in a series of small test levels. Each test level explored a single gameplay concept. Those were things like using the toner puzzle to draw the player's eyes to something interesting, such as Zen flora and fauna, creating moments of surprise when an enemy head crab popped out of a vent, or requiring the player to thread their arm and hand in behind pipes or other tight spaces. Once we figured out which of these ideas were working well, we combined them into a single test level with the toner puzzle that strung all these concepts together in one single puzzle. Further playtesting in this level made us confident that toner puzzles should be included in the game, and we started adding them into other areas. But we didn't include the test level itself anywhere in the game. It wasn't until later that it became apparent that the zoo was in need of a pace break. We pay careful attention to player fatigue when we playtest, and look for cases where a puzzle or some exploration and resource gathering can be used to give the player a break from combat. There was such a need toward the end of the zoo level, and thankfully in this case we were able to make use of the toner prototype level that had already been built.
Oh, geez, let me reorient myself here. I not get over here yet? I was just thinking, hey, this would be a perfect time to use that explosive I saw earlier. What do you know, it was.
Okay.
I don't like these because I have to like angle my hand weird. There we go. Superman 64 this. No problem. Why is there more spores here? Are we gonna have to fight a Jeff too? Jeff Harder? Oh, there is a turret or whatever, the machine gun ammo here. Hmm. Look at that. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Come on. I'd say that worked out pretty well, except for the fact that I tried to grab that paper towel roll or whatever and screwed it up. Because I still had my shotgun out. Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. Those are people I already killed. Oh, man. So there was an explosive here the whole time? Oh, that sucks. Ooh, nice. There's a grenade back. I see this blue light, and I think it's like of a resin. But it's not. Well, actually, you know what? I was like, oh, I'll use a grenade, but forgot. I have this. That took a while. Pretty high up there, I guess. Ah. Oh, there's something up there. Or down here, actually. Maybe I should say. Nah, that's pretty much empty.
When we decided to resurrect our toner prototype level for use as a pacing break in the zoo, we had the opportunity to make some improvements and integrate elements that hadn't existed when we had first experimented with the toner mechanic. For example, the newly developed explosive Zen bloaters were added at various points along the puzzle to surprise players and remind them that they need to keep an eye out for these hazards. Also, in the intervening months, the toner mechanic itself had evolved from one where players merely push a ball of energy along a path to one which included branching paths and rotating junctions. This junction here in the breaker box is the linchpin of the whole puzzle, as the player must interact with it 3 times. Once to open the roller door to this back area, once to switch power away from the roller door to the last leg of the puzzle, and once to reopen the roller door in order to exit. Because this toner puzzle covers such a large physical area, including some zombie combat in the middle, players frequently lost track of the correspondence between the state of this junction and the roller door. This meant that they would trap themselves back here and not understand how to proceed. To address this, we made a lot of changes to the presentation of this junction over the course of development. The unique breaker box and tangle of conduit are designed to make the junction recognizable as the same junction from both sides of the wall. The shape of the hole in the wall and the orientation of the breaker box are designed to make sure that the player stands in the right location to have line of sight to the roller door and see that it closes when they route power away from it to the last leg of the puzzle. The door itself also makes a lot of noise and an unreasonable amount of sparks to draw attention to itself each time it moves. This particular puzzle twist was in danger of being cut for a long time, but with this series of refinements, enough playtesters understood its behavior that we were comfortable with shipping it in the final game.
Whoa. I think I might have messed up here. I was too busy paying attention to the dialogue to understand what was going on here. Oh, never mind. I just had to do that. Okay. Is that yeah, that's still down. Okay, we're good. All right. Got some people here. Screw you. Where did you guys even come from? Didn't you guys all get killed by Antlions or something? Like, come on. I know they're a little bit tougher now, but seriously? They didn't even hit me. Alright, are we about at the end here? I think so. Oh, wow, I have a lot of shotgun shells. Alright, next chapter is Revelations. So I believe the Bible named itself after this chapter.